Well, we do appreciate y'all not only coming out this evening and supporting the local Churchill Theater and ourselves, of course, but also hanging around. That helps. Like I said, we saved the best songs for last. We were talking backstage, and this next tune is one I wrote a while ago, but to this day, all my buddies still ask me whether it's a true story or not, and to which I always reply, no comment. This song's called California Cougar. Let me tell you a story about a girl that I once knew. She had a broken heart, torn all apart, and a soul turned blue. The guy she loved for 20 years caused her to lose it all. Her own place, a familiar face. Well, she was 18 when she went off on her own to roam around. But unfortunately, by 43, she was back in her hometown. Well, she said she didn't like it here, no, it didn't feel like home. She missed the nights out on that beach, getting stoned on her own. Well, just like fine wine. The older the woman, the wiser a time. Oh, California Cougar, I wrote this song for you about a broken heart torn all apart and a soul turned blue. California bound again, she sure cannot wait. Her only fear throughout this year is it might be too late. Well, she said she had some more, don't regret a thing she's done, 'cause she's lived one hell of a life for someone so damn young. Well, just like fine wine. The older the woman, the wiser time. Oh, California Cougar, I wrote this song for you about a broken heart torn all apart and a soul turned blue. Dreams are made for dreamers. Well, that's what she always said. You gotta live your life your best today, 'cause tomorrow you'll be dead. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for picking my next song.
Oh, you got a cougar song?
No, I don't have a cougar song. I have a California song.
Oh, I've never been, but I hear it's nice.
You should definitely go. It's worth it. But this song sounds like a love song, and it is a love song, but it's written because a buddy of mine, living in Annapolis, like people are like, why didn't you move to LA or why didn't you move to New York? And I'm like, because I love Annapolis, and I love the art and the music that comes from there and the people. And so when somebody decides they're going to move to California, I'm always a little bummed. And so I wrote this song when one of my buddies was talking about going, and it took him 10 years before he finally did it. But this is called Saving Up for California. I put the cap back on, paste another straight look on my face. The day seems so underwhelming, mending the hollow you can't fear what you don't fear. And anyone here could see it so clear. You're saving up for California. She thought he was the right man, but he was a southpaw, 'cause he left again. And you can't fear what you don't fear. And anyone here could see it so clear. If you're saving up, think I should warn you that flowers will wither on warm winter days. And I'm a witness to nothing, but still somehow amazed by the passion for living and love in this town. But the roots that you make sometimes just hold you down. Seems we're all just fading away. And the more that I stay here, the less you will find. The truth you run from is best left behind. You can't fear what you don't fear. Anyone here could see it so clear. I'm not saving up for California.
All right, so some of you have family members, friends that you have probably looked at and been like, damn, you're going to jail. You are going to jail. You can stay in jail. You're probably going to be in jail. You're going to get a death penalty. You're going to die in jail. So I'm born and raised on the Eastern Shore, and there's some boys over here. It's like, yeah, they're going to jail. And I was right. I was right about a lot of them. They've gone to jail. They're still sitting in jail. And it's a good time to talk about, and as long as we're not in jail, everything's fine. So this is a song about not all people can change. A lot of women think they're going to change a man, but nope. There's a lot of them that you're just not going to change. And there's a lot of them that have just accepted that, and they said, fuck it, I'm going to jail. And that's where they sit. This is a song called Prison Man. Oh God, take away these sins. I've gone and done it again. Lock me away inside this pen. I'm a prison man, that's all I've ever been. See this man, and you see the blood upon his chin. Like a statue, he's fighting off the wind. Oh, these chains hold less, we cannot pretend. He's gonna kill again, he's a prison man within. Lock me up and throw away this cane. No, the devil, he's got nothing on me. Father taught me how to stand, but I was born a prison man. It didn't take long for that knife to hit the bone. When that freedom's gone, there ain't no coming home. Yeah. Smell that rain, that damn dirty stain. Just a prison man, that's what I'll always sing. Lock me up and throw away this cane. No, the devil, he's got nothing on me. Father taught me how to stand, but I was born a prison man. Lock me up and throw away this cane. No, the devil, he's got nothing on me. Father taught me how to stand, but I was born a prison man, yes I am. Lock me up and throw away this cane. No, the devil, he's got nothing on me. Father taught me how to stand, but I was born a prison man. Thank you.
I don't think we've mentioned all night. Also, there's some merch available over at the table. To your right, our left. We do appreciate y'all coming out this evening. Excuse me while I tune. This speaking of tuning, this next tune is we were talking. I think we briefly mentioned songs about dreams. Well, this next song is about a dream I had, and I tell you, it was influenced by a day spent drinking IPAs. Whatever reason, I go home and dream some crazy things when I'm. So cheers to tonight's dream. But anyways, this song was inspired by a dream I had. One night I dreamt I was married to Gwen Stefani, and so if that tells you anything.
You and I have vastly different dreams.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's what I'm getting to. I was dreaming that I was married to Gwen Stefani, and at the time, and even now, I knew very little about Gwen Stefani. But in this dream, I was not a very good husband, and that's what this song's about. It's called No Doubt, and it goes something like this. things I failed to notice. Hairstyles and anniversaries. Well, you cursed my name 1,000 times while slamming on the door. I like to say there ain't no way that I ain't been here before, but it's a known fact. You're the one I'm in love with, and Lord, there ain't no doubt. So I will kill for any chance to get me back in your arms and off of this damn cab. Well, I know I ain't the brightest star in the sky, but I'm bound to keep on riding. I aim to keep you satisfied. Well, you hate the way I conversate, compare you to your mother, and most your words are left unheard, one ear now the other. But it's a known fact, you're the one I'm in love with, and Lord, there ain't no doubt. So I will kill for any chance to get me back in your arms and off of this damn jazz right now. Well, I'm sorry for the things I said tonight. Well, I done you wrong, so now let me do you right. 'Cause it's a known fact, you're the one that, well, I'm in love with, and Lord, there ain't no doubt. So I will kill for any chance to get me back in your arms and off of this damn cab. So it's a known fact, you're the one I'm in love with, and Lord, there ain't no doubt. So I will kill for any chance to get me back in your arms and off of this damn cab. Cause it's a known fact. Thank you. Also, should mention that it sounds a lot better with my backing band, the Shorebillies, and we just released that one up on the YouTubes. You can find it on my website as well. It turned out pretty well. We went over to my bandmate's studio, Floral Studios, and laid it down, so be sure to check that out. I just wanted to mention that. I was pretty proud of how that turned out, but I'll let Jimmy follow that one up. Hopefully he has one about a dream he had.
So
maybe.
I do have a song about it. I wrote a song from a dream. It's called From a Dream, but I'm not going to play that song. It's the last song on my Men in the Holler record. It's real short, but it was. I always wanted to write a song that you dream symphonies.
Right.
So, but I woke up and I remembered this entire song, and then wrote it down before I put my feet on the floor, and I went down and I told my wife, and I was all excited. She's like, so. But he had mentioned he was talking about his buddies and going to prison. And this isn't about my buddies going to prison, but like bad boys, or wild child kind of thing. So this is about a song about my buddy Billy Martin, and he died years ago But he was wild, man. He had long hair, and I always thought he was making out with like teenagers because he had this hickey, but it was a fucking birthmark. And, but it looked like a hickey.
Sure.
But he would hang out and just rock out to bands, and he's the kind of guy who would look like he was a biker and crazy, but the kind of person who would go into Toys R Us and he'd see some kid, and he'd be like, "Where are your parents?" And they'd be like, "They're over there." And he'd go up to the parents and be like, "Can I buy your kid whatever he wants in the store?" And he would just buy this little kid, this stranger, some toys. It's just an amazing angel of a guy. But he also climbed the State House and hung a Jolly Roger from the State House, and it made the front paper. And they were like, the police were like, "We don't know how this guy climbed on the outside of this building to get this flag up here." So anyway, this song is about Billy Martin. It's called William's Song. And I wrote it when his brother, Kevin Martin, who's a fantastic musician, he builds steel drums and he plays in the Geckos, and he called me, and right when I hung up the phone, I wrote this song for him. He was a one-man crowd. Just to see him walk was to see him love out loud. Why does it seem all the good ones go away? 1 foot over the line, and one that always stays right here, close to home. Shadow boxer, Rolling Stone. Thank you for letting me enjoy you, enjoy me. I only wish that one time I could have seen how you see, so free. You know, God smiled as they welcome back their wild child. Yeah. He's gone and scaled the State House dome, raised a pirate's flag, and sailed home. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs, celebrate this life with William's song. This is William's song. This is William's song. This is William's song. I'm gonna scale the State House dome, raise a pirate's flag, and sail home. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs, celebrate this life celebrate this life. Gonna celebrate this life. I'm gonna celebrate his life. I'm gonna celebrate this life. Such a wild child. Such a wild child.
Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome.
He's floating around the room.
He is. Billy boy. Woo! This next one is, it's about a gent that used to stand on the corner of Baker's Liquors on Kent Island. I grew up on Cox Neck Road, and Kent Island, as you probably know, is changing drastically. And not for the better, in my opinion, but that doesn't matter these days. Progress is progress, that's what they'll call it. But the point is that I used to ride my bike up and down Cox Neck on Postal Road every single day, and after band practice, we would go up to Baker's, where the liquor store is on the corner, and have lunch and try to get people to buy us beer. Never really worked, once or twice maybe. But Niles sat on that corner, and he just leaned on that corner and waved to people every single day, and waved, and he was there, and he was constant. And he was the anchor point for me and home. And home still exists. I mean, don't get me wrong, my old house is there, Mom and Dad still live there, but everything else about Kent Island is going away. And there comes a point in life which I didn't think I would have to experience, but you can only revisit those things in your memory. So for instance, on Postal Road, right down the street, 4 or 5 houses were just torn down so they could build a mixed-use bullshit, whatever. But I don't know what they actually call it. It's mixed-use bullshit, I believe. But those were historic houses. They had families that lived there. There was energy there, and that was what I remember growing up. And those memories that you have as a child always stay with you. Niles always stays with me. Niles is no longer on that corner, but if I think about him, I think about home. So this is a song about growing old and losing home and only being able to, you can't revisit it physically anymore because it's not there, but even it drifts off mentally eventually. So this is a song about Niles. Niles to me is home. If you see him standing there, just remember that he has had his share. From this town he goes a long way back, and I remember everything. That sound of his voice, brings me back to a slower kind of place. Just a man running away from everything. Yeah, he always had a story for me. Where do you go when you grow old? Well, I don't wanna go. You're not standing here. You've been gone for so long. Time won't bring you home, no. Well, I can't breathe here. Excuse me while I take this final bow. I don't wanna let you all down, no. But I just miss this town. Past the corner home from work, where he used to stand, no, he never said a word. He wouldn't hold his hands out for anything. Yeah, but he sure did love to sing. No one sees him there anymore. I learned a lot on the corner of that old liquor store. See, the ghost in the house is all gone and run away, leaving nothing but a memory for me. Where do you go? You grow old. You're not standing here. You've been gone for so long. Time won't bring you home, no. Well, I can't breathe here. Excuse me while I take this final bow. I don't wanna let you all down, no. I just miss this time. Yeah, no, oh no, no, oh no. You're not standing here. You've been gone for so long. Time won't bring you home. And I can't breathe here. Excuse me while I take this final bow. I don't want to let you all down, no. I just miss this town. I don't cry in public, but I almost did.
Almost did it for you, buddy. All right, man. I appreciate you all sticking around here. I'll try to lighten the mood a little bit, maybe. This
Justin, go ahead and make them.
We're only gonna do 2 more songs
you want
each,
to
right?
do 2 more? We can do 1 more, whatever. You want to hear 2 more or 1 more from each of you? 2. All right. 3 more. All right, we got at least 2 more. This next tune, I'm going to try to lighten the mood, and I'll bring it right back down again. Right? I can read a poem, though.
It is last call.
It's last call. It is last call for all. It is last call. That's my poem.
Go by 2.
Go by 2. And if you need help, I'll finish them for you. Right? Anyways, this next song is one I wrote back when I was working for a living, hauling feet up and down the Eastern Shore. I have a lot of fun writing this one too. It's kind of silly. It's about a guy who cooks for his lady. I think that's the best way to a woman's heart. And it's one of those songs whether you either like it or you don't. And I like playing it with the band. It sounds a little better that way. But you know, you can't always make it to the grocery store, and prices being what they are today, it's a little hard to go hunting when you like to. This song is called Roadkill Love, and was trying to figure out how to break the ice, but I hope you get a few chuckles out of it, but I will guarantee it's the most hillbilly rock song you're going to hear this evening. It goes something like this. Well, my wallet's been flatter than the book I hit last night. Well, it made a mess, and don't you stress, I'm gonna serve it up just right. Yes, I know you've been dying for a night out on the town, but I hope you see that there's no need. You got a guy like me around. Yes, we don't need no reservations. Just put on your best dress and pour a glass of wine to make some time, and I'll fix up the rest. 'Cause when life gives you lemons, just turn her into stew. Well, don't hesitate, 'cause I can't wait to make a roadkill of you. Well, the only trick is in how long you tenderize the meat. Well, don't worry, girl, and don't you hurry. I got enough to last all week. 'Cause I know that it's handlebar, and I plan to make your day. Yes, on the way to work, I had dessert that I think you're gonna like. 'Cause we don't need no reservations. Just put on your best dress and pour a glass of wine and make some time, and I'll fix up the rest. 'Cause when life gives you lemons, just turn her into stew. Well, don't hesitate, 'cause I can't wait to make a roadkill of you. Well, don't you worry, baby, it's the best time of the year. We're in the middle of a rut and I got new struts. The night sky's been clear, so I hope that you're flattered with what I prepared for you. 'Cause if it hits the spot, why waste a shot of what a bumpering lights will do? 'Cause we don't need no reservations. Just put on your best dress and pour a glass of wine and make some time, and I'll fix up the rest. 'Cause when life gives you lemons, just turn her into stew. Well, don't hesitate, 'cause I can't wait to make her roadkill of you. Well, don't hesitate, 'cause I can't wait to make a roadkill of you. Thank you. Y'all got any songs about roadkill? Fresh out. Or cooking? I always hate playing that one in the restaurants. It's usually people aren't done eating yet. But I'm glad we're not serving food here tonight.
Well, yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with that song.
Well, that's good. Good for you, man.
I was in love with this girl, and she was young, and then she was confused. I don't know if that's because she was young or if she was a girl.
A little bit of both.
But she went on this thing called Outward Bound, and Anybody heard of Outward Bound?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was troubled. And so it was a month-long thing, and I wrote this song while she was gone. And it's last song on our second Jimmy's Chicken Shack major label record thing. So it's Bring Your Own Stereo. It's called 30 Days. This is a fun story. Slash sat in with us one night in Cabo San Lucas, and he did a lot of drugs. And he impressed me with his prowess. And you know, by the end of the night, he had done all of his drugs. And we were trading off songs acoustically and stuff, and I played this song, and he had tears in his eyes, and he goes, "That's the most beautiful song I've ever heard." And the only thing I could think of saying to him was, "You're Slash!" And then he woke my friend up in his bus downstairs and ate mushrooms at 3 a.m. So brilliant. He lived up to everything you would expect. So anyway, fun stories. So yeah, this is 30 Days. If I don't kid myself, if I don't care about a thing, would I be light enough to fly? And if I just rid myself the weight of memories and doubts, would I be light enough to fly? If the world was flat, would you jump off? I think I'd float down like a feather. And she lights the stars in the sky, you know, angels can see them clear through foul weather. And when the race ends, will we all fall down, safe and sound? 30 days. And she wakes up, I'm caught staring again. She asks me, what did you dream? I haven't stopped, and isn't this part of it? As we lay rivers where once were streams. And when the race ends, will we all fall down, safe and sound? If we lost our way, would we trade it now for the way we found the ground? And how for 30 days the 30 days without the sun, for 30 days for 30 days, just a little scared of what we might become. And we're home and we're together. We are home and we're together. Home and we're together. We are home and we're together for 30 days. For 30 days.
beautiful. I'm going to save my love song for last. I only have one love song. This one's not a love song. This one is about, let's see. Actually, this one started off as a weird little song that I sent to my girlfriend, Jen, who's probably out there somewhere. And I said, this is a stupid sounding song, but I thought you might like it. And she said, no, this is actually a pretty cool song. You should record this. I'm like, I don't think this is going to be a cool song. And then Jerome again, your drummer, we said, well, let's do it. It's going to be a cool song. I'll let you be the judge of this. So I don't know how cool of a song it is, but it is absolutely as deep as it gets to be coming out of touch with society on social media. Again. And not wondering if you are crazy or they're crazy, and you don't even know. You're so lost in the mess. And this is a song called Dangerous. You gotta turn it up. Hold up. There we go. Check, check. Oh my, look at all the silly little people. They're all dancing, spinning their circles. Can't you see them? They're all around me. Am I the only one here that's gone crazy? Yeah, I think I've lost my mind. Somebody tell me I'm fine. Wow! Man, look at all these pretty little time bombs. Tick tock, one's gonna go off. Can't you see them? They're all around me. Am I the only one here that's gone crazy? Yeah, I think I've lost my mind. Somebody tell me I'm fine. You can go walking around me, 'cause tonight I think I've gone crazy. I'm not the only one who's dangerous. Oh God, dangerous. Wow, man, look at all these fragile little people. They're all dancing, spinning their circles. Can't you see them? They're all around me. Am I the only one here that's gone crazy? Yeah, I think I've lost my mind. Somebody tell me I'm fine. Oh yeah, I think I've lost my mind. I think I'm dangerous. I know I'm dangerous. I said I'm dangerous. I think I'm dangerous. I know I'm dangerous. I think I'm dangerous. Who knows what's dangerous? I know, yeah, You can go walking around me, 'cause tonight I think I've gone crazy. You can go walking around me, 'cause tonight I know I've gone crazy. You can go walking around me, 'cause tonight I think I've gone crazy. I'm not the only one who's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's called Dangerous. Thank you very much. Don't let me be rude here. I kind of you though, man. I'm not gonna make it. Told you this was gonna happen. Yep.
We got one more.
You got 2 songs against time.
And I might follow him. But this is my last song, anywho. This is like I mentioned before, I worked for a feed store right up the street from here for a little over 5 years. I worked with an older gentleman, one of the most wise person I've ever met. But even he was known to do some idiotic things, and you could tell when he did something he wasn't proud of so much that day, because he'd be whistling if I only had a brain from the Wizard of Oz. And with that in mind, one day I wrote this song, and it's called Scarecrow, just something like this. Scarecrow, I don't use my brain. Well, that crow on my shoulder, it just drives me insane. And just like the Tin Man, I'm missing my heart. 'Cause that winged old wind and just tore it apart. So I did what I can to oil my gear and try not to fret on them wasted years. And I prayed for my Dorothy, I hope that she'll stay. But that yellow brick road, it don't come my way. I hope she's in here with me, so that I'm not alone. Well, just having them slippers until we feel at home. Well, I act like a lion, but I'm spooked as a cat. Well, you call me a coward, and you're right about that. And I searched for that rainbow, I looked far and wide, but I can't quite reach it. Girl, it's too damn high. But you know where to find me, I'm always right here. Well, just scaring them crowds right out of this field. So pray for my Dorothy, I hope she's okay. 'Cause that yellow brick road, it don't come my way. I hope she's in here with me, so that I'm not alone. Well, just tapping them slippers until we feel at home. Until we feel at home. I had the honor and pleasure of playing that in Austin, Texas at the historic Cactus Cafe. I think that's the most recent recording of it anyways, but it's up on YouTube as well, so if you want to check that out. We got a couple more from these. That was the last one for me. I'm going to sit up on your stage if y'all don't mind and get the best angle of the show. I hope Jimmy has something sweet to end us with.
So I love self-deprecating songs, so I'm going to play a self-deprecating
Amen,
song.
brother.
But also there's a parallel to one of the lyrics in your song, because you said all these ticking time bombs around me, you know. So this song's called The Bomb. The only pyrotechnics they would allow in here tonight. I just want to thank you guys. You know, we all play in rockin' loud bands, and I used to hate doing this, like being acoustic by myself. I felt naked, but I love doing it now, and especially love it in a room like this where people are here to listen, and you guys have shared your most valuable resource with us tonight, which is your time, and we don't take that for granted. So thank you for sharing your time with us and listening. And thank you guys for being awesome. I got to hear all your songs. All right, bring us home.
All right. Yeah. This is where it happens. This is, I got no pressure. I don't feel pressure. Come on, man. I'm just kidding. I am very stressed out right now. This is the only love song I've ever written, and I don't even know if it counts as a love song. Whether or not you guys can figure it out, I don't really write happy shit. This doesn't even fall into the category of happy shit either, but it's the happiest of my catalog. So, oh, that noise is back. Oh, that's a weird noise. I'll just play over. Can you all hear that?
No, you know what it is? It's the copters, and you're in now.
That's right. So this is a song called Little Pieces, and it's called that because sometimes you meet people in life that you did not know were missing, and they just kind of fill in the gaps into the blank spaces that you have. And then you also, the flip side of that is you're happier, but then you feel like you have to live up to this standard so that they don't go away. Because they obviously like you for a reason, and if you fail somewhere, they're going to leave, and that empty hole is right back. So this is called Little Pieces. Two roads diverge into one. Saw you on the wrong side of things that I never had before. You know these hostile beds, they don't seem so warm alone. Well, I will watch you from the windowsill of this prison called a home. Yeah. Ever since that day you took away all the balls of my blockade, I've been stuck in the middle of this extravagant parade. Some may say that I'm only afraid of the feeling that I'm feeling now, but all the pieces that I broke off, you gotta help me find somehow. Yeah. Feeling like I found a little piece of something in you. Something I lost that I never knew. Feeling like I found a little bit of me in you. Oh no, you hit me like a southbound train traveling right on through. I remember those lips as they fade away. No, one more time, but I couldn't stay. But then it swirled around inside my head like the demons I left around your bed. The words that you said to me, well, this is special, no, you shouldn't leave. Because behind me, you know, well, that's the way that it goes. Or the ghosts that always follow me. Feeling like I found a little bit of something in you. Something I lost that I never knew. Feeling like I found a little bit of me in you. Oh, now, oh, you hit me like a southbound train traveling right on through. I can't see you tonight, but I really hope you know I tried. I can't see you tonight, it's too cold, so stay inside. I needed to find a little piece of my mind, yeah, no, my mind, no, no, I never knew, she's right on time. No, I never knew. Feeling like I found a little bit of something in you. Something I lost that I never knew. Feeling like I found a little bit of me in you. Oh no, oh, you hit me like a southbound train traveling right on through. No, I never knew, I never knew. No, I never knew, I never knew. That's right, she's right on time. never knew, never knew, I never knew. No, I never knew, I never knew, I never knew. That's right, she's right on time. You gave me wings so I could fly away, but with these wings, yeah, you're tied away. You stitched on the truth, and I sat back down. I prayed I'd never fly away on you. Yeah. Thank you. That is called Little Pieces. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Justin. Thank you all out there. This has been wonderful. One fine